Powerhouse welcomes all my brothers to a brand new video. Ilia Topuria's facial bones have been broken. How much fracture has he suffered? How much time will it take? When will he return? And along with that, friends, Alex Pereira has also gone after Cyril Gane, saying, "Brother, I've never seen a dirtier fighter than you. You were hitting me behind the head." And what was Herb Dean doing? I told him before the fight that if he does anything like that, stop him. A referee like that should be fired. Meaning I'll be discussing a lot of things in today's video. Arman Tsarukyan has started saying that if he still doesn't get a title shot, he'll quit. Man, I don't want to stay in this sport anymore. So friends, today's video includes many topics that I brought from my brothers. Before moving ahead, first of all, make sure to hype up this video. And all my new brothers who are watching this video, do subscribe to the channel, because most of my brothers watch the videos but don't subscribe. First of all, what exactly happened to Ilia Topuria? How serious is the injury? Where did he get hurt? How much time will it take him? It is important to discuss this. Friends, according to the reports, both of Ilia Topuria's orbital bones, meaning the bones that protect the eyes, have suffered fractures. Now the question is, how dangerous is this injury? Friends, the orbital bone is one of the most delicate bones in our face. And when a fighter takes very powerful punches, especially in this area, what happens is that the surrounding bones, friends, develop cracks. And when they crack, and when such an injury happens, there is very severe swelling around the eyes. You must have seen Ilia Topuria's face. It had swollen up a lot. The swelling had become severe during the fight itself. By the end of the second round, the reason was that even if these orbital bones, friends, develop the slightest minor crack, swelling appears there. Along with that, double vision also occurs. Ilia Topuria couldn't even see anything. People are trolling him, but I'll make a special video because, friends, I have started a channel to speak the truth. After the first round itself, friends, Ilia Topuria had completely lost vision in one eye because of the orbital crack. And along with that, by the end of the second round, when the orbital bone of the other eye also cracked, along with double vision, swelling, and he completely stopped being able to see anything because when they were moving the finger around, he couldn't even tell where it was going. The doctor already wanted to stop the fight. But look at Ilia Topuria's fighting spirit. He thought that somehow, he would land one punch to knock Gaethje out. But he couldn't do that because Gaethje had inflicted so much damage. Friends, if you look at the strikes, it was a close 19-20. But if you look at the damage, it was a difference between day and night. Justin Gaethje's shots were causing damage. And friends, because of that damage, a fighter like Topuria had to quit this fight while sitting on the stool. So just imagine how much power Gaethje has in his hands. Friends, just thinking about it scares me. And this Topuria fracture is a displaced fracture. Listen very carefully. It is a displaced fracture. What does that mean? It means the bone is broken. There's a crack, but it hasn't moved out of its place. In other words, there has been no displacement of the bone. There's a minor crack, but the bone hasn't shifted from its position. As of now, he won't need surgery. If it had shifted out of place, he would have needed surgery, and it would have caused a lot of problems. But now he doesn't need surgery. This injury, friends, will heal with recovery, proper rest, and healing. It will take 6 to 8 weeks, and in some cases, it can even take more than 8 weeks. But surgery won't be needed here. However, when it comes to full contact training, Ilia Topuria will be away from that for approximately 3 to 4 months. So, what will his return timeline be? Friends, if I talk about his return timeline, I think we could see him fight either in early 2027 or in the month of December. Will he get a rematch? Friends, I think before that, Justin Gaethje will have one fight first, meaning Gaethje's first title defense. In that case, Arman Tsarukyan could get the opportunity. But Arman Tsarukyan has made one thing clear. Friends, on this point, I stand with Arman Tsarukyan. If he doesn't get a title shot this time, then brother, he's in the wrong place. Maybe he might think about retirement or say goodbye to the UFC. But it won't come to that. Dana White has already punished him enough. And now, finally, Arman. Tsarukyan's fight against Gaethje is something we'll see later this year. So friends, I don't see a very good situation developing in the UFC here. I'll make a special video about it, because all the stars are losing. You'll be happy. If you don't like them, you'll probably be celebrating. Demetrius Johnson has supported Ilia Topuria, and he said that this game is just like that. Even the biggest fighters can lose. He gave his own example and said, "Just look at me. Today I have GOAT status. But I also lost one of my fights, and I got cleanly knocked out. Then after that, just look at GSP. GSP also lost, brother. Does that mean he's not the GOAT?" And he even said that Jon Jones has also lost several fights. So, does that mean he's not the GOAT? So the point is that people from all sides are telling Ilia Topuria, "Brother, you were overconfident. Brother, you won't find confidence like Ilia Topuria's in any other fighter." But when fighters like this lose, that same confidence gets labeled as overconfidence, and they get criticized for it. Because, friends, throughout his entire career, Ilia Topuria has behaved like a hammer and has treated the other fighters like nails. Wherever he found a nail, he hammered it in. But in this fight, Justin Gaethje turned Ilia Topuria into the nail and hit him with so many hammer blows that the nail bent before it could even be driven in. In other words, Ilia Topuria has now been turned into a bell. Whoever comes is ringing it and moving on. But friends, champions like Khamzat Chimaev and Ilia Topuria will make such a strong comeback that you can't even imagine it. But for that, they'll have to show character. What is required for Khamzat Chimaev and Ilia Topuria to shock the world and come back even stronger? I'm also shooting a video on that. And friends, along with that, Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira went home and watched this fight again. And after watching the fight, he said, "Brother, Cyril Gane is a dirty fighter. Cyril Gane hit me with elbows to the back of my head, and that's why I lost the fight." Somewhere, I agree with Alex Pereira on this point that Cyril Gane is a dirty fighter. But you lost because you didn't manage your weight properly. Because looking like a heavyweight and performing like a heavyweight inside the octagon are two different things. Looking at Pereira, he definitely looked like a heavyweight, meaning he had achieved the heavyweight physique in terms of appearance. But the way he needed to move, the way he needed to translate his skills from light heavyweight to heavyweight, he couldn't do it. And with simple jabs, Cyril Gane managed the distance, controlled the pace, gradually kept inflicting damage, and knocked him out. Friends, I think that by the second round, Cyril Gane had already decoded everything Pereira had. And brother, there are reasons why weight classes exist. Otherwise, every powerful light heavyweight would come and win the heavyweight belt. Today, for Alex Pereira to say that he only lost because of shots to the back of the head doesn't suit him. Even Ilia Topuria is accepting that Gaethje packed his bags, and there wasn't any lack in his training either. So, brother, even if those shots to the back of the head hadn't happened, Cyril Gane would have cleanly knocked out Alex Pereira in a clean point fight as well. There's no second opinion about it. Alex Pereira is asking for an immediate rematch. He'll get it, brother. All right, I won't answer this one. You tell me honestly, will the UFC give Alex Pereira an immediate rematch? Come on, Pereira, use some common sense. On top of that, Pereira doesn't understand why Jon Jones is trolling him. A few days ago, Alex Pereira himself was trolling Jon Jones by writing Jon Jones' name on a tire. Maybe he's forgotten. So Alex Pereira forgot that he himself had trolled Jon Jones, and that too for no reason. Before that, photos of Jon Jones and Pereira together at an event had gone viral. But Alex Pereira was the one who started taking shots at Jon Jones. Now that he got knocked out by Cyril Gane in his heavyweight debut fight, of course Jon Jones is going to troll him. And Jon Jones didn't even troll him that much. He simply posted a video in which he was laughing, making GOAT sounds, trying to show who the real GOAT is. Who is the real GOAT? And not everyone can become Jon Jones. So friends, Alex Pereira should understand that everyone you have said something to will definitely target you in return. When you saw Khamzat Chimaev losing, you were standing in the crowd applauding. So now Khamzat Chimaev is reminding him of that with a tweet, saying, "Brother, look, when you laugh at someone's downfall, the same thing happens to you." So friends, Ilia Topuria and Alex Pereira are being surrounded from every direction. Friends, after the Freedom 250 card, there have been major changes in the pound-for-pound rankings. I have the list with me, friends, where you can see that Islam Makhachev is still holding the number 1 spot. But Ilia Topuria, who was ranked number 2, just thought about where he ended up after losing 1 fight. He dropped straight to number 5. After just 1 loss, Topuria fell to 5th place. And you'll be surprised to know that Islam Makhachev is number 1. Who's number 2? Alexander Volkanovski. Alexander Volkanovski is 2nd. Petr Yan is 3rd. Justin Gaethje is 4th. And Ilia Topuria is 5th. So tell me, Justin Gaethje won 1 title fight, and they put him 4th in the pound-for-pound rankings. What can I even say? It's Justin Gaethje's time. He deserves the credit, brother. But if you ask honestly, does Justin Gaethje really belong in the pound-for-pound rankings? What can you do, brother? When things like this happen in God's world, you have to witness days like these. Anyway, no problem. Justin Gaethje is 4th. Topuria is 5th. Tom Aspinall is 6th. Strickland is 7th. Alex Pereira is 8th. He gave up his belt on his own, went to chase greatness in the heavyweight division. And after losing just 1 fight, they dropped Alex Pereira to 8th place. Merab Dvalishvili is 9th, and Joshua Van is 10th. In this entire ranking, I'm only 10,001% sure about one position, and that's Islam Makhachev. Make any list you want, any kind of list, no matter what list you make. Islam Makhachev will be number 1. There's no question about that. But from 2nd to 10th place, brother, it's beyond my understanding. Because either I'm the one who's having trouble understanding it. I just can't digest this top 10 list. Or maybe, friends, the game has advanced so much that I just can't keep up with it. What do you think? Daniel Cormier says that this fight took place in an open stadium instead of an indoor arena, and that the atmosphere created for Freedom 250 card put pressure on Topuria. Otherwise, he would have beaten Gaethje. Friends, this happened, that happened. I even received many comments from my brothers. If I showed them to you, you genuinely wouldn't be able to stop laughing. Many of my brothers were commenting that Topuria lost because he wasn't wearing his red Lucky underwear. Many others commented that Topuria's wife didn't give him a flying kiss before he left, which is why he lost. Some wrote that Ilia Topuria hasn't slept for months. Every night, he cries remembering his wife. That's why he couldn't win. Meaning these were the kind of comments, friends, that had neither head nor tail. And when Daniel Cormier starts saying things like this about a champion who himself says he came 100% prepared for every situation, and that it simply happened that Gaethje packed his bags, then what's the need to come up with such strange reasons? Do let me know which weird reason you found the funniest after reading in the comments, or if you have one in your own mind, be sure to comment as well. Just like this video, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon so that whenever I upload videos, you'll receive the notification.